ले Good afternoon. My voice is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay, we'll start. Yeah.
Just a minute. Now it is more okay?
Yeah,
More
sir,
clear?
it's okay. Yeah, sir, it's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, welcome all again in this third day of our FD program. And today, our eminent speaker is Dr. Tithraj Sen. So, let's introduce Dr. Tithraj Sen, and then I will hand over the platform to him. Then he will continue the session. So, Dr. Tithraj Sen received his bachelor degree in electrical engineering in 1989. 1989 from, one second please. Okay. 1989 from Department of Electrical Engineering, Tripura Engineering College, which is presently known as our NIT Agartala. And Master of Technology in Electrical Power in 2008 from Applied Physics Department, University College Science and Technology, Rajar Bajar, and securing both the first class position. He received his Philosophy of Doctorate from Jadavpur University, Kolkata in the year 2014. Formerly, he was an ex-assistant professor and HOD in the Department of Electrical Engineering, Bengal Institute of Technology and Management, Shantiniketan, under Camellia Group during 2005 to 2010. He was an ex-assistant professor and chief coordinator of Industry Institute Partnership Cell in Asansol Engineering College under Techno and GIS Group in the Electrical Engineering Department. During 2010 to 15, he is also having experience in working in a leading industry, that is Hindustan Motor Limited, Hind Motor, of the country for about 12 years. That is from 1989 to 2001. In the area manager in welding maintenance department, especially looking maintenance work for spot welding and seam welding and production process in body, trim assembly section and of ambassador and contents the car. During his service into the industry, he received several ideas and merit award for making outstanding techniques to reduce the maintenance time, thereby to increase the production, and suggest some special design to reduce the overall weight of car. He is fellow of Institute of Engineers and also a chartered engineer. He is a life member of Indian Society of Ergonomics and Indian Science Congress. He was also an ex-coordinator of Renewable Energy Club, BITM, Shantiniketan under West Bengal Renewable Energy Development Agency. He was former principal in North Tripura District Polytechnic Government of Tripura. Presently, he is working in Women's Polytechnic as a principal under Government of Tripura. Dr. Sen was nominated by the Government of Tripura as principal as chairman in various committees. Central Selection Committee for Diploma Engineering Entrance, as well as admission into all government polytechnics, one central government institute and one private polytechnic of Tripura in the academic year 2019-20, 2021 and 21-22. Same committee also looking after selection and admission process through ITI lateral entry scheme for admission from ITI to Polytechnic from at the academic year 2020 to 21. NBA Committee of Women's Polytechnic Hafania. Proposal Committee to finalize a roadmap of admission through ITI lateral entry into polytechnics. Executive Committee for upgradation of Diploma Engineering curriculum after 15 years. Detailed project report for submission of a project proposal in Northeast Council for all government polytechnics of Tripura. Internal revenue generation in all government polytechnics. Financial Committee of Higher Education, Government of Tripura for selection of audit firm in all general degree and technical institute of Tripura. Internal revenue generation in all government polytechnics. Financial Committee of Higher Education, Government of Tripura of audit firm in all general degree and technical institute of Tripura. Rusha Committee for looking after financial and technical activities of some general degree college under higher education, Government of Tripura. Member of Proposal Committee to prepare a roadmap for initiation of bamboo technology courses in technical institutes. Chairman of finalization of a proposal to upgrade Women's Polytechnic to Women's Engineering College, that is degree module. His research interest includes traffic noise, industry noise from different electrical and mechanical machines, renewable energy, electrical machine, and electrical power system. He has already published and presented several papers in the national and international level. He is member of IEEE and a fellow of Institute of Engineers. So I welcome Dr. Shen, and I want to hand over this platform to Dr. Shen, who will today lead this session. And the topic of this session is examination reforms, a case study of Tripura University, a case study of Tripura University curriculum for Diploma Engineering module. So please, Dr. Shen, now take the platform and continue with all the participants. So I am making you so you can share your screen also. Just 1 second. Let me make you the host.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty.
Yeah, just okay. Okay, sir, you can continue.
It is visible properly?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
My voice is clear?
Yes, you can continue, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
First of all, it is my privilege to be here, and I am very much thankful to Techno India that the Techno India Agartala give me the opportunity to discuss among the examination reforms, and lots of studies, lots of discussions already was held under NEP, and I am very much honored to say here that is I am also the draft committee of the Government of Tripura. The draft committee has a meeting in the in the year 2020, and that meeting several proposals were sent to the central government to reforming the national education policy. So that's why I am very much honored. I am also honored as Government of Tripura has nominated me at the time to prepare the draft syllabus of Diploma Engineering curriculum, and that draft syllabus is just upgraded after 15 years. And the same syllabus was upgraded, and the proposed syllabus was approved by the Tripura University, Central University. So we also thankful to the Tripura University here also, because they upgrade and also they approve our syllabus. So today's discussions on basics on the examination reforms, a case study of Tripura University curriculum, Diploma Engineering module in the line of NEP 2020. So first we have to discuss what zone we are in. There are 4 zones. The slide is clear. I am totally audible.
Yes, you are audible. Slides are clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. So time to time I will ask the question, because there is some network problem we are facing, because it is Northeast and several problems are created, and it is interrupted by the internet connectivity. So the zone will be mainly divided by 4 zones. What zones we are in? That means the blue zone. The blue zone means actually the sick, sad, tired, bored, and moving slowly. The green zone is always, we are expecting that we are stay in a green zone. That means we are always happy, calm, good to go, focused, ready to learn. So this is the ultimate zone for ourselves. And what is yellow zone? Very much frustrated, worried, silly, wiggy, anxious, excited, and which is not expected. That is the red zone. What is red zone? The mad, angry, mean, yelling, hitting, out of control, and we need some time and space. That's the red zone. So that's why we always expect the students as well as the faculty members are always stay in a green zone. Be happy, be calm, good to go, focused, and ready to learn. So what is the new NEP 2020? The main aim to increase the NEP 2020 is to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, and which is included the vocational education. And from 2018, it is seen the vocational education in India will be 26.3%. And our target by national education policy that 50% of the vocational education should be by 2035. That means 3.5 crore new seats will be added in higher educational institutions. So the main aim to what is the policy? That policy already we are trying to implement the policy in our higher education institutions is that vocational education should be the main aim, and so that our gross enrollment ratio should be very much higher. Then what is new policy of NEP? The new policy is based on already lots of discussions are previously held. Moreover, I am refreshing just new NEP based on 4 pillars, which are access, the equity, quality, and accountability. And for this new policy, there will be a 5+3+4 structure. What is 5+3+3 structure? That means 5 years in the foundational stage, 3 years in the preparatory stage, 3 years for the middle stage, and 4 years in the secondary stage. So that the 5+3+3+4 structure. And also this comprises 12 years of school, 3 years of Anganwadi or preschool, replacing old 10+2 structure. That means high secondary will be 10+2. So that structure will be replaced by the 5+3+3+4. That means total 12 years. Now, what is the new NEP 2021? That also provided focus on providing universal access to education in all levels from the preschool to higher education. So what is the main aim of the NEP 2021? First, the foremost is target is to tracking the students. What is tracking? That means we should track the students so that their learning level should be very much high, and we should the tracking on the basis of our performance as well as our group discussions, our classes, our different tests, and also the questionnaire among the students, and that bringing back to the dropout student in the mainstream through the innovative educational centers. So there should be a innovative education centers. That education centers maybe try to bring out the back dropout students. That is the main aim, and also the tracking the students. So what are the main features of NEP 2020? Main is the liberty, responsibility is the main terms, plagiarism, equity, and justice. So promoting multilingualism. What is multilingualism? That means the ability to speak multiple languages or use of multiple languages, and the power of language of teaching and learning. So we should promote a multilingualism that make the ability of a students to speak multiple languages, and that multiple language will be used in educational institutions and for the teaching learning process. Then life skills such as communication, cooperation, teamwork, very much important terms, and resilience, the capability of a strained body to recover. Resilience means it is another meaning, but whenever you have the capability of a strained body to recover its size and shape after deformation, when some stresses will be given, that is your main skills. So the student should be a skill of resilience. That means they should be capable of a recover their main aim after deformation. That means whenever they should be diverted to another way, so they should be come back to the real state. So this is the life skill. So communication should be very much good, and there should be a cooperation, and teamwork means very well, if just like we work like a football team, so that the goal should be achieved by our national education policy. That's the main aim. Then focus on regular formative assessment for learning rather than summative assessment. So we should focus on regular formative assessment for learning rather than summative assessment. So learning assessment and formative assessment, there are different terms. So formative assessment should be there, and summative assessment means we just assessments are taken and we make a summation. So that is not good for our future. So we should on a regular formative assessment to the students. So what is examination reforms under NAP? The relationship between the examinations and standards of teaching. There's a main aim of standards and teaching learning process. Improvement of any one of these aspects results in improvement of other aspects as well. So the objective of the examination reforms is to make an instrument of good education. So our all logistics support for students, that means which is our main aim to achieve and to give a student a good education. So our all educational system should be an instrument in such a way that the student should be get a good education. So what is good education? The fundamental principles of the policy, that means any problem? Any problem?
No, sir. No, sir. Continue, please continue.
The slides are clearly shown.
Yeah. Someone just unmuted. I muted. You just
Okay.
continue.
Okay. If any problem, please raise. So what is the fundamental principle of the policy? Again, just in these three pillars. In the first pillar, there should be recognizing, then identifying, then fostering the unique capability of each student. It's a very much important criteria, that in fostering the unique capability of each student. So you should identify the student, you should track the students, so that they and also recognize and identify the students, so that a good education should be given to the students. And full equity and inclusion, promoting multilingualism. Again, I told previously, that is, they should be utilized in different types of languages and capable to use the language in higher education institutions, and the power of language. The second pillar is a light but tight. That should be light, but that should be tight. And that light and tight policy should be a regulatory framework. Respect for diversity and respect for local context. That means the respect for diversity and respect for local context. So there should be a respect for diversity and respect for the local context of the education system. And synergy in curriculum across all levels of education. Then the third pillar is emphasis on conceptual understanding, and the teachers and faculty as a heart of the learning process. Then substantial investment in a strong, vibrant, and public education system. So at school level, these are key changes. Number one, extension of Right to Education Act 2009 to cover children of ages 3 to 18. The first one. The second one is report cards will include self-assessment by students in adding the existing systems. Third one is freedom of choice. That means the student should be choice that means they freely to choose the subjects for their own interest. There's a freedom of choice. Then fourth one is the regional language will be the medium of instruction up to class 5. So all regional language should be permitted, while up to class 5 that should be permitted in school level. And the sixth one is the board exams will be kept in low stakes and redesigned. So while we're taking the board exam for the students, that should be in low stakes and the process should be redesigned. And again, the previous one, the replacement of 10+2 structure of the school curricula with 5+3+4 plus 3, sorry, 5+3+3+4, that means 12 structure. Now at college level, there are 4 pillars. The undergraduate degree will be the either 3 or 4 year duration of multiple exit options. So whenever the students are getting the undergraduate degree, there will be either 3 or 4 years duration. So that means if a student can leave the institute for any problem or maybe for any choice, so again they may exit or maybe they re-enter in the again in the same level, and then he may carry his studies for further course of action. The second one is Lok Vidya will be made accessible to students through integration into vocational educational system. Again, I told you that main education policy in national education policy always we are focusing the vocational education courses, because our aim is to carry out the students so that the industry should know the students as per their need. So for that purpose, our vocational education is very much important for them. And then establishment of academic bank of credit. The fourth one is a national mission for monitoring will be established with pool of senior and retired faculty. So this is a very much important criteria. At college level, we are just take the whole pool of senior and retired faculty so that our national mission for monitoring should be established. And the fourth one is the definition of university will now range from research in intensive university to teaching intensive university. So research to teaching and research, vice versa, and the autonomous degree granting colleges. So while we define the university, now range from research to intensive university to teaching intensive university, and the autonomous degree granting colleges. While as far as the NEP examination reforms is concerned, there are 4 criteria. Number 1 is the continuous tracking of learning outcomes. Again, I told you this is a very much important criteria. So that particular continuous tracking is necessary to outcome of each child. Then board exams to be more flexible with assessment of essential skills. Then third one is assessment to focus on core concepts, higher order and fundamental skills. So the assessment of the students on the basis of the focus on core concepts, they should be familiar with the core idea and the subjects with the very much good idea, good knowledge of the core subjects, and higher order and fundamental skills. And the fourth one is AI-based software to help track the progress of students to enable them to make optimum career choices. So artificial intelligence-based software will obviously be utilizing that should be AI-based software should be utilized to help and track the progress of students. What are the progress are doing by the students? So this is the changing the culture of assessment. So in national education policy exam reforms, under these 4 criteria, main criteria, we are changing the culture of the assessment process. Then there is another 3 criteria, that means NTA, the National Testing Agency, will work to offer high quality common aptitude test. Already we know very well that NEET exam will be conducted by National Testing Agency for medical education, and to eliminate the need for taking coaching for these exams. So there should be a high quality common aptitude test, and that test to eliminate the need for taking the coaching for these exams. And the next one is the self-assessment and peer assessment. So the self-assessment of the students is very much necessary. So they should assess themselves so that their realization will be time to time will be increased. What realization? That means what to do and why I am reading these subjects, or why my skill is up to this, it is beyond. That means the why it is up to criteria, it is fulfill our criteria or not. This is a self-assessment. Then National Assessment Center will help in bringing greater synergy in board exams and conducted by various boards of assessments. So this is also the change, the culture of assessment. What are the assessment reforms? National Education Policy 2020, which will focus on summative assessment to regular and formative assessment. Then all students will take school examinations in grade 3, 5 and 8, which will be conducted by the appropriate authority. And board exams for grade 10 and 12 will be continued, but redesigned with holistic development as the aim. Already I am told, a new educational National Assessment Center, POROC, will be set up as standard setting body. So what is the main features of assessments by which we can track our students? Regular, formative and competency based practices. So it should be regular, it should be formative, and that should be test, and their grading should be on the basis of competency based questions, competency based exams, like that. Then focusing on assessment for learning, we should focus on assessment for learning, promoting learning and development of students. Should be learning and development. We should look after the promoting of learning and development of students, and test for higher order skills. What are the higher order skills? Analyze, critical thinking and conceptual clarity, etc. So while we should take the test for higher order skill, that should be include analysis, critical thinking and conceptual clarity. So if on the basis of national education policy, that policy we apply to make the rules and regulations of the upgraded syllabus under diploma engineering in all colleges of Tripura. So there is the examination reforms we done. So as our all polytechnic colleges is affiliated to the Tripura University, Central University, and that particular seats are approved by the regulatory body AICT, that means All India Council for Technical Education. So our diploma level institutions in Tripura, along with recently introduced Techno India, because Techno India also come in picture from this year, sorry, from previous year, because they are bringing 3 separate disciplines on emerging fields of engineering, along with the new central government institute, that means CPET, also come in picture. So this, while we submitting these rules and regulations, that means the draft rules and regulation for approving by the appropriate authority, at that time the Techno India, Agartala, just they are preparing their syllabi, I think. Now these rules and regulations already approved by the Tripura University, and I am discussing the details of the rules and regulations only for the full-time diploma in engineering courses in Tripura. So for the case study, what is the table of abbreviations? First of all, it is known to all, but there are some abbreviations which should be known by all. That means one is AICT. What is AICT? We know AICT is All India Council for Technical Education. Then TU means Tripura University. TBSE means Tripura Board of Secondary Education. CIA. This is very much important criteria for rules and regulation. This is called continuous internal assessment by the students. So CIA is continuous internal assessment. SEE means semester end examination. MSc means mid-semester examination. Sgpa and Cgpa already familiar, but I am telling you that Sgpa means semester grade point average and Cgpa is the cumulative grade point average, and that is very much important while we focus the student and we see the results of the students under the Sgpa and Cgpa. There are another course code and definitions. L means lecture, because these all abbreviations are utilized in our rules and regulations. So lecture, T means capital T means tutorial, P means practical, HS means humanities and social science. So HS means here not high secondary. This meaning is HS means humanities and social science courses. BS means it is basic science courses. So ES means engineering science courses. PC means program core courses. Then P means program elective courses. OE means open elective courses. AU stands for audit courses, very much important courses, and the student should be carried out these courses. SI means summer internship. PR means project, and AC means seminar. So while we submitting the curriculum to the Tripura University, what is our approach to prepare the curriculum? So you know, as a major objective of diploma engineering education in India, so what is the engineering professional? That engineering professional should develop their competencies, intellectual skills, knowledge, equipping them to contribute to society through productive and satisfying career as innovators, decision makers, leaders, and national global economics of the 21st century. So we always follow our AICTE model curriculum, because AICTE already in 2020 they have uploaded a model curriculum for most of the courses for diploma engineering, but they are not upload some of the courses, suppose IT, medical lab technology, and some courses. But that courses will be developed by our syllabus committee. And the syllabus committee comprises excellent teachers of our all government polytechnics, and there is some subcommittee. The subcommittee also divided by several group of committees, and several meetings will be was held, and after the meeting the fruitful solution comes out. After that the syllabus will be built, and total time taken by to build the syllabus at least 1 year, because it is not a matter of job, and it is not so easy to prepare a diploma engineering curriculum for different engineering programs. So next one is our objective. While we design the syllabus, what is the main objectives? To prepare the student to excel in various educational programs or to succeed in industry technical profession through further education training. So our main aim to teach the student in such a way, the educational program curriculum should be designed in such a way, that means there is some industrial techniques, because while they are pass out students are recruited by the industry, so they should know as per the industry needs. So for that objectives, the students should be in various programs and succeed in industry technical professions through further education training. Then second one is to provide students with a solid foundation in mathematics, or maybe mathematical, scientific, and engineering, because our 3 pillars of engineering is the mathematics, our scientific process, and the engineering study, 4 engineering subjects. So to build the structure and with a solid foundation, mathematics, scientific, that means the basic sciences, and engineering subject should be known, and that fundamental should be clear by the each and every students. And that fundamental required to solve the engineering and technology related problems. The third one is to train the students with a breadth of scientific and technological knowledge to comprehend, analyze, design, and create novel products of solution of real life problem. So that is the main aim and objective to design the syllabus. So on the basis of the syllabus, we should train the students so that the knowledge should be comprehend and they capable to analyze, they capable to design, they capable to create novel products, and also they are capable for the solution of the engineering problems for real life problems. And the fourth one is to include in the student's professional ethical attitude. This is very much important because value in ethics in profession. What is the value of ethics? So they should be, attitude should be ethical, and they should be known at the effective teamwork skill. That means a group of people are coming from a different origin. Now they are make a team, and that team just work in such a way the goal should be achieved. So that will be known by the student properly, and the train the students. Our duty is to train the students so that the goal should be achieved by the student. And multidisciplinary approach to relate engineering and technological issue to broader context. And the last one is to provide student with academic environment, excellence leadership, ethical guidelines, and lifelong learning needed for long productive career. So these are the all objectives under our approach to curriculum. So what is the expected outcomes while you design our syllabus? The following 7 education outcomes are basic and discipline specific knowledge. Then problem analysis. Third one is the design and development solutions. Then engineering tools, experimentation and testing. Now, next one is the engineering practice for society, sustainability and environment. Then the project management, and after the ultimate thing is the lifelong learning. That means a student should prepare himself a professional man. What are the 3 qualities of professional man? The number 1 is consistently consistent. The 3 quality the student should be achieved by the 3 quality. That means so that he can prove himself as a professional man. Number 1 is consistently consistent. Number 2 is always upgrade his knowledge. And the third one is foremost, it is very much important criteria. It is called respect other profession. So while a student should be consistently consistent, should carry out so that he always try to upgrade his knowledge, then also he respect other profession. Then he is a complete professional man or a complete professional engineer. So just I am broadly discussing basic and discipline and specific knowledge. So apply basic knowledge of basic mathematics, science and engineering fundamentals and engineering specializations to solve the engineering problems. Then problem analysis is identify, analyze and well-defined engineering problems, because we know all these expected outcome comes from Bloom's taxonomy. And for making the syllabus as well as making the draft rules and regulations, the Bloom's taxonomy is always we utilize the Bloom's taxonomy. And in our team, our member secretary was Dr. Obrubo Shaha. Is very much fond of this, and he will very beautifully make this all rules and regulations. So the second one, third one is design and development solution. Design solution for well-defined technical problems and assist with the design of systems, component or processes to meet specific needs. Next one is the engineering tools, experimentation and testing. So under this, apply modern engineering tools. So modern engineering tools, it is not physical tools, but also apply some modern mathematical tools. Or maybe you take the help for engineering management, because nowadays lots of research works are carried out in the engineering management area. So apply modern engineering tools and appropriate techniques to conduct standard tests and instruments. Then engineering practices for society and sustainability and environment. So apply appropriate technology in context of society, because all these things are need for the society, and obviously there should be sustainable and environment and ethical practices. Then project management, use engineering management principles individually as a team leader or a leader to manage projects and effectively communicate about well-defined engineering activities. So these are under project management. And what is lifelong learning? The student should able to analyze individual needs and engage in updating in the context of technological changes. So they should look what are the changes, what are the new technologies comes. They should analyze the individual needs so that they can update their knowledge in the context of the changes in the technology. So while we make the rules and regulation as per AICT, so there are major group of subjects, and the first one is the humanities and social sciences. Already I made the abbreviations. What is HS? So HS means humanities of social sciences. Out of total credit, 9% should be utilized, or 9% taken of total credit. So the second one is basic sciences, which is called BS. It is 15 to 16% of total credit. Third one is engineering sciences, ES. It is 12% to 13% of total credit. Program core courses. That means for suppose electrical engineering, maybe the mechanical engineering, maybe the civil engineering, there should be some program core courses, and that courses should include 37% to 38% of the total credit. Program elective subjects, 10% of the total credit. Open elective courses, mandatory courses, it is mandatory courses, 5% of the total credit. And that open elective subjects, it depends upon, it is not is to department course subjects, but it is coming from the other department subjects. Suppose an electrical engineering student should know about some subjects or electrical engineering, maybe some civil engineering, or maybe some other branch of engineering. So for that, some subjects are listed, and the student should take one or two subjects from the open elective courses. And the total 5% of the total credit is from open elective courses. Then project work seminars abbreviated by PR, it is 10% of the total credit. And audit courses, there should be audit courses, and these audit courses should be non-credit. I'm just repeating again, what is the major group of subjects? The above objectives and outcomes to pass out diploma engineering students, all the subjects are divided into the following major groups along with percentage representation of the total credits. So that out of total credits, some percentage will be taken by the group of subjects. Now, if we go through the introduction to diploma engineering, there are different branches of engineering. Here, Techno India and Cgpa is not included, because while we submitting at the time of draft syllabus, then the Techno India and Cgpa is not there. But now the other branch of, that means in Cgpa 2 disciplines and Techno India 3 disciplines are coming to the picture this year and from previous year. So what are the main subjects? Civil engineering, or maybe courses: civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electronics and telecommunication engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, information technology, architectural assistancy, it is noted by AA, automobile engineering, AE, medical laboratory technology, only in one institute, that means our institute, food processing technology in one institute, it is in TIT, and fashion technology in only one institute, which is in Women's Polytechnic. So this architectural initiative is only belongs to one institute, that means TIT Noshingor. The automobile engineering is only belongs to your in TIT. Then medical laboratory technology, just it is also under your Women's Polytechnic, food processing technology under TIT, and fashion technology. I am taking just 2 minutes break because I am to connect my cord. My charge is just finished. Just a minute.
Hello, sir. What happened? Hello.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I am just connecting
Okay.
my cord actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The charge is very low in my laptop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now it's okay. So it is visible clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So also it has been seen that is more branches may be also introduced in the future. If more engineering colleges are introduced in our government under Education Higher Development, Government of Tripura. So what is the salient features of diploma engineering programs? The salient features, it is clear, na? My voice is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes. Continue.
So main features is the semester scheme and credit systems. What is semester scheme? Diploma program is, we know very well that it is 3 academic years. That means it's 6 semesters, 1 to 6 semesters under diploma engineering program, with the year being divided into 2 semesters. That means 2 semesters of 20 weeks. And these 20 weeks, obviously, it is less than equal to 90 working days. Each 4 courses work followed by continuous internal assessment. Already I am telling you, that is all of you, that is, it is CIA. It is continual internal assessment. Details will be comes one by one in the semester and semester end examination. So again, I am repeating what is the salient features for diploma engineering programs. Number 1 is semester scheme. So semester scheme in 3 academic years, which is included the 6th semester, with the year being divided into 2 semesters, and which is obviously nearly equal to 20 weeks. And 20 weeks means should be less than equal to 90 working days, and which include the continuous internal assessment CIA and the semester and semester end examination, which is belong to SEE. Then another is the credit systems. What is the credit systems? The diploma program is credit based upon elaborate quantification coursework, specific credit being assigned to each unit after student completes its teaching learning process, followed by the CIA and SEC. So after the completion of the CIA and SEC, that credit system we should carry it out in such a way that is 1 hour lecture per week should be a 1 credit. That means it is a defined we credit in such a way we divided into 4 group of credits. That means if we 1 hour lecture per week, it is given by 1 credit. 1 hour tutorial per week, it should be 1 credit. 1 hour practical per week, there is no credit. That means 0 credit. 2 hours practical per week, it should be 1 credit. It is clear, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Then what is the credit courses? Some courses are, it is called credit courses, and that student are to register in each semester for these courses assigned to the semesters, and 1 hour per week per semester for theory or lecture courses for tutorial, and 2 hours per week per semester for laboratory practical courses. So for theory, it should be included credit courses 1 hour per week per semester for theory, or maybe it is called lecture, or maybe it is tutorial. So these credit courses should include 1 hour per week per semester for theory per lecture, and the second one is the 2 hours per week per semester. It is only for laboratory or practical courses. And what is course load? First to fourth semester will about 10 to 14 number of courses. That means first semester to fourth semester should have about 10 to 14 number of courses in maximum in each semester. However, number of courses in 2 semesters of third year are lesser. In an average, 20 credit subjects are assigned in a semester. A minimum total credit of any diploma engineering program is 120. So total credit under any diploma in engineering minimum will be 120. And typical weekly contact hours in a semester is 30 per week. That means we should prepare a routine following these rules and regulations of the Tripura University. So again, I repeating, first to fourth semester we will have 10 to 14 number of courses. Courses means subjects. Program means electrical engineering, mechanical engineering is called program, and courses means subjects. So first to fourth semester we will have about 10 to 14 number of courses in each semester. So in third year, the number of courses may be lesser. In an average, 20 credit subjects are assigned, and the total credit, minimum total credit for any diploma in engineering program is 120. And the weekly contact hours in a semester is 30 per week. So the first and second semester, that means the first year of diploma engineering programs will have common curricula with credit 18 and 20. So in first year, the total credit will be 18, and in the first semester, the total credit will be 18, and for second semester, the total credit will be 20. Then it is a mandatory course. It is called Induction Program. As per AICTE, from 2019, all colleges are carried out this program. It is called Induction Program. And this Induction Program, which is a mandatory program, is offered to the students at the start of the first year. While the first year classes are started, beginning of the first year classes, first we carried out some induction program, and the induction program will be your 2-week duration. That means total 14 days program. And what are the activity? Number one is physical activity should be there. Some physical activity, creative arts, universal human values, literacy, proficiency modules, lectures by eminent people, visit to local areas, familiarization to local area, and familiarization to department, branch, and innovations. Again, I am repeating, in the first year, there should be mandatory program which is called Induction Program as per ICAR guidelines, and that induction program should be offered to the first year. Already you know very well in degree engineering, that means in the undergraduate program, all the technical institutions should carry out this mandatory program which is called Induction Program. And in 2-week duration, that activity should be offered to the students. That means physical activity, creative arts, universal human values, literacy, proficiency modules, lectures by eminent people, visit to local areas, familiarization to branch development. So all that particular within 2 weeks you should complete all these activities. Then mandatory visit, workshop, lecture, expert lecture for first year. It is mandatory to arrange one industrial visit in every semester of the student in each branch. So while it is first year, maybe second year, maybe third year, maybe first sem, second sem, it is mandatory to arrange one industrial visit in every semester for the students of each branch. And it is also mandatory to conduct a 1 week workshop during the winter break after 5th semester or professional industry while entrepreneurial operation. That means immediately after the fifth semester exam is over, then student should go to, or maybe student should send for 1 week workshop in any professional area or maybe industry area or maybe entrepreneurship orientation. Then C is, it is mandatory to organize at least one expert lecture per semester for each branch by inviting resource persons from domain specific industry. That means if it is electrical engineering, so a expert from electrical engineering industry should deliver some lecture for the student. If it is mechanical engineering or maybe civil engineering, so from PWD, maybe some engineers are visit to the department and they deliver some lecture for the students. So these are mandatory programs. The slide is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I am audible properly? Hello? I am audible
Yes, sir.
properly?
It's clear. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All are boring. I think very
Yes,
boring.
sir.
Boring, na?
No,
Okay.
sir. No, sir. It's interesting.
No, sir.
What to do? Because I have to discuss all these things. Because it's all mandatory disclosure. That means it is I call this mandatory disclosure should be known by all of the institutions so that they can practice this and for the student development. So next one is the project work, seminar, internship for industrial research. So what is our aim? 7 to 10 weeks summer internship mandatory in the new curriculum, which will equip the students with practical understanding and training about industry practices in a suitable industrial organization. So for project work and internship seminar in industry, what are the main courses? The courses is, first one is the summer internship 1. What is summer internship 1? That should be carried out 3 to 4 weeks after second semester. That means the student, just exam is over in second semester, they should carry out the summer internship program, and where credit will be 2. And the code will be SI 201. Then second one is the summer internship 2. That summer internship should be 4 to 6 weeks, minimum 4 weeks, maximum 6 weeks after the 4th sem. And the total credits will be 3. And the code number is SI 301. Next one is the major project and minor project. Under minor project, the class per week should be 4 and the semester is 4 and credit is 2. And in major projects should be carried out in 5th semester and 6th semester. That means the third year should be the major projects year. The major project should be completed starting from 5th year and should be completed in 6th year, 6th semester. That means third year. So the code number is PR302 and its credit is 4. That means the in 5th semester the class per week will be 2, and in 6th semester, that means the second year, last year, it is 6. So the adding, so total credit will be 4. And the code number is PR302. Then last one is a seminar. Seminar code is AC302, and which one lecture should be included, and this is in 6th semester. That means the last semester of diploma engineering, and credit will be 1. So if we just adding the credit, so 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1, it will be coming out 12. So in project, seminar, and internship, industry, and elsewhere, so 12 credits should be carried out by the students. Then there are some mandatory non-credit courses. That means here lecture, tutorial classes may be there, but credit is 0. And that courses should be mandatorily taken by all students of diploma engineering. What is that? The number 1 is AU 102. It is called environmental science. So students should know about the environmental science, and which class per hour will be only 2 and credit is 0. And semester should be in second semester of diploma engineering. And the second one is AU 202. It is called Essence of Indian Knowledge and Tradition. Already in all diploma engineering colleges, these courses is going on. And as we have no teachers, so one teachers is just now debuted from general degree colleges, and that particular teacher now taught these subjects in all diploma engineering colleges under Department of Higher Education. So this Essence of Indian Knowledge and Tradition, there should be, the lecture should be 2, and it should be carried out in 4th semester. And the third one is AU 302. It is called Indian Constitution. So again, lecture per hour will be 2, and it is in last semester, that means the 6th semester, 3rd year, 2nd semester. So credit will be 0. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. You are clear.
Yes, sir.
Mandatory non-credit courses. So now the course evaluation. How you evaluate the courses? Number 1, already I am telling, that is CIA. It is called Continuous Internal Assessment and Semester End Examination generated by SEE to continue the major evaluation prescribed for each courses with only the student maintaining a minimum standard of CIA, and which is being permitted to appear in SEE of the course. That means after continuous internal assessment, the student now capable or may be allowed to appear in the semester end examination, and CIA and SEC to carry 40% and 60% weightage respectively. That means continuous internal assessment should be 40% mark, and semester end examination will be, the theory will be your 60% weightage in all theory subjects. And in case of practical sessional, to carry out again 60-40 respectively. So total course evaluated for 100 marks irrespective of credit except project work. So this is a course evaluation for diploma engineering. Now I am just discussing the detailed breakup about the continuous internal assessment, that is called CIA. The CIA subject category will be 40 out of total marks 100, and out of total marks 40 will be theoretical, and sessional practical will be 60. And what is the type of evaluation? Under theoretical, mid-semester examination, this is called MEC, and frequency of examination will be 2. That means there should be 2 numbers of examinations to be taken for the students, which is called mid-semester examination. And what is the percentage of mark assigned? 60% of CIA. That means 60% of CIA means it is 24 marks. Then next one is the quiz, seminar, group discussion. Then at least 2 quiz, seminar, group discussion should be taken out, and this is 50% of CIA. So, already we know what is the total CIA. CIA will be 40%, and ACC will be 60%. Total 100% marks. So the marks will be divided like that. So out of 40, again there is some another type of evaluation is called assignment. Dr. Mudhukumari, what is your question?
Good afternoon. Good evening, sir. Sir, I have to ask one question, sir.
if we are
Yes.
taking 60-40 ratio for CIA and session ending examination, then how can we evaluate actual capability of the student? Because most of the institute they give their marks according to the students who come and go and meet the teachers. One can say that by buttering process they get the marks in CIA in most
Okay.
of the cases. How can we judge in that case?
Actually, what I have told, that is evaluation. There is some internal assessment. So internal assessment, continuous internal assessment depends upon the your institute itself. So there are different types of procedure. So that procedure should be divided. That means how much, how you, what is the type of evaluation, and how you frequency of the examination, and how you judge. That means you know very well it is the theoretical means 40%. So 40% we should taken by mid-semester examination. That means 2 frequency, quiz, seminar, group discussion 2, and assignment will be 1. Some assignment will be given, and attendance should be whole semester will be only 5 marks. So that total 24 plus 6 plus 5 plus price will be divided by 40. So in this way, my
question is that, sir, is it justified for all the students who don't respond to the teachers? Generally, they don't respond, but they have the caliber to answer the questions. In their written paper also, they used to write better in comparison to other students. In the colleges, many teachers take side of those students who used to butter them. In that case, if we are keeping that 40-60 ratio, it would be not justified for the student. Just I am asking this one, sir. The one thing more, sir, the problem is that if we take the CIA portion only for 10-2, this is a general trend I want to take, because it is familiar in our colleges also. Similarly, when we talk about the different colleges and different universities, one university has a CBCS system and the other has a general degree course. There is a problem that in CIA they are getting internal assessment marks. If they are not writing anything also, then also they used to get a maximum marks. But the student who score by writing the examination, the session ending examination, they could not be able to score that.
I am
Then
coming.
how can we differentiate about their caliber, sir?
I am coming. Actually, for the poor students, obviously there should be a preparatory classes for the department should arrange some preparatory classes, because they are poor students. You identify the students, they are poor students, and also there is some provision to take another examination for the poor students, and also you take some classes for them so that their mark will be increased, or maybe their whatever I told, that is their they should better in examination after that. So you see that is to be conducted at institute level, department level. So department should think about that. So mid-semester examination, how you judge the student, that problem also faced by you, madam. You tell very right thing, because all of us already we face this problem.
So we are facing, that's why I am telling you, because most of the students who have the caliber, they don't come to the teacher, and many teachers used to give marks just because of buttering. Most of the students used to butter the teachers, and they get maximum marks by touching feet or different type of work they do, by which they get the marks. So I think so, due to the CIA and session ending examination, such type of differentiation in the examination causes many differences in such students who don't respond directly. Just sir, we can say that those students who are not from that family, they can respond directly to the teachers that this is happening wrong. Someone is getting more marks in comparison to them, in spite of having more written in their written paper. This is happening.
Right. Actually, madam, what happened? It is depends upon institute to institute. So while institute administration should be strict in such a way, but in all the time the principal cannot do strictness, because there are several factors are there. So it is an internal factor. So internal factor is a practical. We are already facing these factors, while buttering or maybe whatever you told, it is we facing in every institute. So actually, what is our main aim? Our main aim is to implement the national education policy so that better education should be given to the student. This is the main aim. So we are one day it is not possible. In
Sir,
a
it
single
is
day or single year, it is not possible. Day by day, you can increase the accessibility of the students. You can organize in such a way that should be
in
happen
this
in
respect,
future.
sir, I
This is
want
the
to
main thing.
suggest one thing that we are performing different CIA papers in which the SWAM contribution can be maximum 40%. When we talk about the papers calculation, marks, credits, coding. If we do one thing that 40% of the syllabus they have to cover from the MOOCs and the 60% they have to score by session ending exams, it will be much better because each and every student will get the same level. I think so. So you are the decision makers. You can suggest to the committees how to transform these ideas. Sir.
Okay. Okay. First, I just discuss. I just discuss. Then we'll discuss. Okay. First, I can
I have a request.
first I will complete my lecture. Then we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Actually, you told the practical problem. We are facing this type of problem, and we are already different meetings are already held in our institute level and different institute level. Also, we are discussing in the higher education also. But this is a practical problem, Madam. You too. It's a practical problem. So, as a principal, as I am a principal in particular college institute, my teachers are also facing this type of problems. They are come to me, and they are raised different types of questions like you. So one thing we should carry out, that means in this way actually we are just promoting in such a way that is the students should be get better education. Number one. Number two, practical problems. What are practical problems we are facing by this? So that should be overcome by some alternative arrangements. So that alternative arrangements will be depends upon institute to institute. How you carried out all this test, or maybe how you carried out the grading system, or maybe the evaluation system. That is up to you. But if we should follow the NBA criteria, because National Board of Accreditation there should be some strict criteria, and that criteria should be followed. That otherwise because you know very well within 2024 or 25 all diploma institution or maybe Indian institution should be NBA accredited. So for routine etc evaluation type, all the documents should be clear when the evaluation team will come to visit your at your institute level, physical visit. So for that purpose, day by day it should be carried out. So again, I'm repeating just so CIA breaking theoretical subjects and sessional practicals. So you know very well the sessional practical will be divided by 60. So it is laboratory work, performance, and obviously it is each week, and it is 30% of CIA, 18 marks, laboratory record book each week. So 30% of COA, that means students should prepare a laboratory record book and submit. Already we done this. Practical assignments, it is 2 per frequency, means it should be taken 2, and 30% of CI mean 18 marks, and attendance will be, that means 10% of CI with 6 marks. So remarks, the first one, that means theoretical, should be conducted by the institute level, department level, and the second one, that means the seminar, quiz, assignment, attendance should be carried out conducted by the course instructor, and in sessional that should be carried out by the also course instructor. That is the main thing, breakup of CIA, that is been continuous internal assessment. Now if we go through the mid-semester examination, which is carrying marks under CIA for theoretical subjects shall be conducted at institute development level, and if any student fails to attend any one of the MSc for genuine reason or performs poorly in both MScs, then provision for special MSc may be arranged as per direction of the faculty concerned HOD. That means, madam, already you raised the question, if any student failed to attend one of the MScs for genuine reasons or performs poorly in both MScs, then there should be a provision for the students, poor students, that for special MSc should be arranged as per direction of the faculty concerned, or maybe head of the institution, or maybe the head of the department. So marks to be awarded for class attendance. That means we divide the class attendance in such a way. If a student attended 91 to 100%, that maximum full marks 5 will be given by them for theoretical subjects, and for practical subjects maximum will be 6. And so 91 to 100% will be maximum marks or maximum attendance the student maybe get, and 75 to 77 marks will be the very much lower. So it is also practically we've seen that is for very poor students, because as per university minimum 70% attendance should be there for all students. But while a student is very much less attendance, then what to do for us? That is the practical problem. So we should solve this problem internally, and we should make a meeting with all faculty members and take the suggestions, and time to time maybe guardian may be called, and after that may be solved by the departmental or maybe. So again, I repeating, what is class attendance? 91 to 100%. The marks to be awarded for attendance, maximum 5 marks for theoretical subjects and 6 marks for practical subjects, and minimum marks will be your 1 and 2, and that is your 75% to 77%. I am audible properly? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are audible.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. My internet is not stable. Then next one is a semester end examination. It is called SCC. So in semester, under semester end examination, the subject category will be theoretical and practical, sessional or maybe practical. The type of evaluation will be semester end examination and end semester examination or ESP. And then Viva voice. So for theoretical, semester end examination will be frequently only 1. So what is the percentage my assigned? 100% of the SCC, that means 60 marks, and that is conducted by the centrally, that means under affiliating university. Our university, Tripura University, so it will be written to be conducted by the centrally by Tripura University at institute level. Then the second one is the sessional mark. The sessional or practical subject will be divided by 2. One is end semester practical examination, which frequency will be 1, and it is 50% of SCC will be 20 marks, and to be conducted by the course instructor under the each department. And what is Viva voice, which is also 50% of SCC, means 20 marks, and this should be conducted jointly by the course instructor and faculty expert from other institution or maybe relevant industry expert. So here there is a provision for the students. That means that Viva voice should be taken. Maybe we call a external examiner to conduct the Viva voice from other institute as well as from industry, and that industry will be relevant industry, depends upon the discipline. That means if it is a civil industry, so from civil department, one faculty or maybe one person may be called to take the Viva voice. Then already we know that this grading and grade points already applied, already it is applicable in different university or institution. Moreover, we are just utilizing this grade point. That means 91 to 100% will be outstanding and grade point will be 10. 81 to 90% will be A plus, it is excellent, it is grade point will be 9. 71 to 80% it is A, very good, it is 8. 61 to 70% B, it is good, like that, and it is 0 to 31% will fail. That means if a student is below 40, so he should be in category of fail, and fail due to shortage of attendance and therefore in repeat the course. There may be a possibility, that means a shortage of attendance is also calculated in grading and grade points. So semester grade point average of a student at the end of each semester is calculated by dividing the total credit point secured in all subjects divided by the total credits of that semester, where credit point mean the figure arrived at by multiplying the grade point secured by a student in a subject with the credit of that subject. Again, I am repeating, the Cgpa of a student of the end of each semester is calculated by dividing total credit points secured in all subjects divided by total credits of that particular semester, where credit point means the figure arrived at the multiplying the grade point secured by a student in a subject. So, credit point of a subject will be grade point secured in a subject into credit point of the subjects. So, what is Cgpa calculated? Total credit points secured in all the subjects of a semester. There will be total credits in all subjects of the semester. Already, this practice will be done by all of the university institutions. And where CI means, what is CI? Number of credits of ith course of the semester for which Cgpa is to be calculated. And PI is the grade point obtained in ith course. How much course will be there? And I is 1 to n, represent the number of courses which a student is registered in the concerned semester. Particular semester, if there are 4 subjects, so I equal to 4 here. And for calculating Cgpa will be calculated like that. That is semester grade point average, the total credit points secured in all 6 semesters by total credits in all 6 semesters. That means summation of CI into PI by summation CI, where CI is number of credits of the ith course of the semester, P equal to grade point obtained in ith course, and a grade lower than P, that is grade point less than 4 in a course, shall not taken into account. So if a grade point lower than P, that means if a grade point less than will be 4 in course, shall have not be taken into account. So pass grade and awarding of class. So pass grade and awarding class in particular semester will be pass grade of semester equal to 4.0, then Cgpa 4. That means student should get at least 40% of mark. In a particular semester, candidate cannot get F grade in more than 3 subjects. That means up to 2 subjects the student is passed. But if it is more than 3 subjects, then the candidate cannot get F grade in more than 3 subjects. A candidate cannot have more 5 numbers of subjects in total with grade F to qualify for the next semester. If a candidate fails to qualify due to non-satisfying the condition laid and in 4 points, that means A, B, and C, that in the 2 points, then the candidate have to take readmission in the same semester and repeat the semester again. Already it is going on. This process is going on. So second class will be your 4.0 Cgpa to below 6.5 Cgpa, and first class will be 6.5 Cgpa and above. Pass grade and awarding of class for entire diploma engineering courses. So what is pass grade? Again, I am repeating 4.0, that means Cgpa 4, with none of the courses registered in any semester remaining with F grade. These are main criteria. That means a pass grade for 4.0 will be obtained by the students only when none of the courses registered in any semester remaining with F grade. And second class again 4.0 to below 6.0, 6.5. First class will be 6.5 to below 7.5 Cgpa, and first class with distinction above 7.5 Cgpa and above with no subjects having grade F in any of the semester. So it is first class with distinction. So what is how you calculate the percentage? Equivalent percentage again Cgpa or Cgpa earned can be computed. My means percentage mark equal to 9.5 into Cgpa or Cgpa. And credit required for the award diploma engineering, minimum number of credits to be earned by a student for the award of diploma engineering by Tripura University is 120. Already I am discussed. Also, each student has to successfully pass in the audit courses as described in the syllabus in qualify the award of diploma engineering. And there is a provision for special supplementary examination. A special supplementary examination will be conducted within next 3 months. If a student is fail in a one particular subjects, or maybe then in the 6th semester, so a special supplementary examination will be conducted in the next 3 months from the date of publication of 6th semester result to facilitate in the final year student to clear their papers, because they are already waiting for jobs, or maybe they are upgrade themselves to become admitted in degree engineering. So for that, a special supplementary examination within after next 3 months will be taken by the university. And there is another point that a special supplementary examination will be conducted within next 3 months from the date of publication of 6th semester result to facilitate the final year student to clear their paper subjects with grade F to previous semesters, if any. That means if a student belongs to 6th semester, if there is another, he has some fail in 5th semester for a particular student, that also carried out in this special supplementary examination for successful completion of diploma engineering program. However, the students who have back in sessional subjects are not eligible to appear in supplementary examination. If it is seen that any students will be back in sessional subjects, they are not eligible to appear in the supplementary examination. There is a provision for readmission and casual admission. What is readmission? The student who obtain less than 4.0 grade point average, results shown as fail in any semester examination are not eligible for promotion in next semester. And that students will have to take readmission in the semester in which they have declared as fail. However, students who obtain 4.0 above grade point average and have papers with grade F will be allowed for promotion to next semester, and they will have to appear casual candidates in the next session for clearing their papers with grade F. This is the main condition for readmission and casual admission. And for readmission, candidate failing in any semester year examination of the Tripura University shall be considered as readmission in the same semester year without change of course program and institute, subject to prevailing rules. Such readmitted students forfeits the claim on the marks obtained in any subject course on passing grades during their early attempts. And what is casual admission? A student enrolled as a casual student has to appear only in the papers with grade F, that means theoretical or maybe sessional paper of the respective semester examinations. The components of CIA, that means continuous internal assessment of the papers with grade F as being sent up by the Polytechnic Institute previously will remain unchanged. So these are the main conditions for casual admission. And what the appointment of paper setters? It is set by the university. That means controller of examination shall appoint minimum 2 paper setters for each paper, and the controller examination shall constitute a board of moderators for finalizing each and every question of theory papers for semester end examination, and also they shall appoint the required number of examiners for evaluation of papers. This is a common criteria for all universities. And main is the distribution of marks and question patterns in theory papers. Each theory paper of 100 marks shall have 2 parts. Already we have discussed CI and SCC, and CI will have made 40, whereas SCC will be made of 60 as per breakup. The syllabus of each theoretical paper is comprised with 5 modules. That means, as per the syllabus, the modules will be questioned to be set from each module, given equal weight and choice, confined to concerned module. Each such question will carry 10 marks, which can be distributed suitably into sub-parts if required. That means in 1 mark, one particular question, there may be some sub-questions. There shall be another compulsory question containing 10 to 5 multiple choice question or short question, each carrying 1 or 2 marks, respectively covering all 5 modules of the syllabus. So, if a syllabus will be divided by 5 modules, the syllabus of each theoretical paper is comprised 5 modules, and under the 5 modules, the question should be set from one module giving equal weight and choice, confined to concerned module. And that particular each question will carry 10 marks, which will be distributed into sub-parts if required. And there shall be another compulsory question. So, first one is the MCQ question. So, MCQ question may be 1 or 2 marks. So, that MCQ should be covering all 5 modules of the syllabus in a particular paper. So each practical sessional paper will be 100 marks. We divide into two parts. Again, in sessional paper also, it will be continuous internal assessment and semester end examination. So it will be 40, 60, then 100 marks in the manner already I have discussed. And for project work, type of examination will be continuous internal assessment. So what is the type of evaluation? Presentation, demonstration by project groups, and only one you have to one examination should be carried out or taken by for the students, and percentage marks will be 50% of CIA, that means only 30 marks, and that particular examination will be carried out at the department level and conducted by the assessment to be made by at least 2 teachers and the concerned project guides for the demonstration of the project group. And how you assess the project group? That frequency will be 1, and 50% CI means again it is 30 marks, and that evaluated by the concerned project guide. And in semester end examination, there should be a project debate submitted by the group, which is 1, and 50% of semester end examination, that means 20 marks will be given, will be taken from that, and final presentation demonstration, which is also frequency 1, and 50% of semester end examination, that means 20 marks is just kept for that. And this project work, that means under ACE, project work and final presentation to be evaluated jointly by at least 1 teacher and the concerned project guide and 1 external expert from either institution or maybe industry out of 2. So there is some grading will be there, some grading of marks. Then there is some transitory rules will be there. And there is some academic calendar should be prepared. That means in academic calendar for 1st, 3rd, and 5th, 2nd week of July and 1st of August for the first sem to last week of November. And we know very well, as we are under AICT, and AICT also published or maybe uploaded some academic calendar by them. And as per the calendar, we also make our academic calendar time to time. But in general, the 2nd week of July or 1st week of August for the first sem to last week of November for the whole semester classes, which inclusive the provision for continuous internal assessment and Durga Puja vacation. And in the month of December for the whole semester, 1 week study leave. And last 2 weeks of December or first 2 weeks of January, semester and examination. And it is depends upon the university and the situation. And for event semester, that means 2nd, 4th, and 6th, the 3rd and 4th week of January to 2nd week of May, 2nd semester classes, which included continuous internal assessment. And in the month of May, 1 week study leave, and in the month of May or June, semester and examination to be taken by the university. The examination in charge of any institute shall declare the exact date of MSc as specified on the basis of their academic calendar. The date of semester and examination shall be declared by the controller of examination. So that is of depends upon our university, affiliated university, and for interpretation of any clause of the present rule and regulation for the settlement of any dispute, the decision of the Vice Chancellor of Tripura University shall be considered as final, because we are the all colleges under affiliating body is our Tripura University. Thank you.
Hello, any question? Anyone?
Sir, I have one question, sir. By taking only a few fraction or a fraction of the syllabi of different courses or streams, is it possible to conclude about the attainment of all the outcomes of any program or course? Is it possible? If it is possible, how can we justify the result?
Now, possible means what for question, for making the question paper?
No, sir. Just talking about the syllabus that you have taken for conclusion, for making conclusion making, you have taken 9% from humanitarian, humanities, and other percentage of the syllabus of different streams. How can we conclude about any outcomes, sir? Because each and every program has different outcomes, sir.
Now, different outcome means equally you that particular outcome is based on your course curriculum. Number one is you should map your course curriculum with the course content. That means there should be mapping should be there. And as per NBA, there should be a mapping with the course outcome and the program specific outcomes. So we prepare all rules and regulation and syllabus as per our AICTE curriculum, and time to time it should be evaluated by the group of teachers also time to time. So while it is all the time it is not possible for evaluate or maybe mapping, but we try our best to coming out for the course outcome for the general science also. That means for the humanities also.
Sir, one more question, sir. Different universities and colleges are facing a large shortage of manpower in teaching, sir. How can the objective and outcomes
Actually, I am not hearing you properly. Actually, there is some problem, network problem, I think. I am not hearing you properly. If you raise your question, I think you raise your question. I am just giving the answer in your mail also. If you give all of the mail, because I think there is some network problem, your voice is not totally clear. There is a main problem. I am not hearing you properly. There is a main. I think I am audible, but your voice is not totally clear. The main problem. Whatever a question, you please send to the Dr. Chakraborty and your mail, and you give your mail address, and I will just after 1 or 2 days I will give you all answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone? Any more question?
Sir,
Yeah,
I have a
sir,
question.
I have questions. Sir, I have questions regarding the credits. Like you mentioned that, like in your slide, one of your slides, I saw that to 1 credit regarding the practical work, the students, they will have to work for 2 hours with double of the time for theory or tutorial lessons. So I want to know, like, what is basis this thing? Like, if I compare the attendance percentages table, it is the opposite. Like the students, if their attendance 91 to 100%, they will earn more than the practical.
Your voice is not clear. I am not hearing you properly. This is the main problem. I am not hearing you properly. Just some portion of words I will just understand, but other is not visible. I am hearing properly actually. There is some network problem, I think. Or maybe my network is poor. I am not hearing properly.
Can you hear?
Practical, which slide? You just tell me which slide.
Sir, I am talking about a couple of slides. One slide is about the attendance, class attendance. There you map the attendance with the marks.
Attendance. I am just coming out. Class attendance. This is a class attendance. You just. Please tell. What is your question on a class attendance?
So my question is why more marks are given to the practical part here, and on the opposite, like you mentioned, in terms of credit, the students they have to spend double the amount of work that they have to do for theory to earn the same number of credits.
Very good question. You know very well. That is our polytechnic now is a skill development centers. So our module should be made in such a way that is theoretical paper is very less, and we should more focus on practicals, because it is all the polytechnics are now considered as a skill development center. Polytechnics means different techniques are to be carried out by the students. So the syllabus or maybe our focus is to main aim. That means so that the student should be aware about the practicals more, so that they are make a product fit for the industry as per their needs. So for that purpose, if we just keep the practical mark very less for them, okay, so they are not attend the practicals at all, because our main is to they should know the practicals very well. because practical is the main, na. Well, they go to the market or maybe industry. Practical, doing practical labs, laboratory procedure, and how to run a machine. Suppose electrical engineering. You are from which branch of engineering? Hello, Provinji. You are
Yes,
belong
yes,
to
sir.
which
Yes,
branch of
sir.
engineering?
Sir, I'm from the mathematics background, sir. I'm not
Mathematics.
in the
Okay,
branch of
mathematics.
yes.
Okay, mathematics is a pillar of all engineering. Mathematics is the pillar of all engineering. You are the hero of all engineering. Okay. So this subject is very much
Thank you, sir.
essential subject. But we know very well we should compile the students in such a way that they should be more about the practical or maybe practical situation. They face the practical situation. So beyond the syllabus also, we have some syllabus in as per NBA. We have to carry out some practical work beyond the syllabus also. So for that, to carry out all the beyond the syllabus practicals, so more marks will be emphasis on practicals. This is the main point.
Thank you, sir.
Any more question? Anyone?
Sir,
Good evening,
you
sir.
mentioned
I have
that
a question.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Yes. I'm.
Sir, my question is that we are implementing NEP in Polytechnic. If some student joins us in first year and he completes only first year and leaves, will we be able to give him ITI certificate?
Now, as per NEP is a multiple exit and entry points. Now, we are just implementing this policy. So, as per you are from which university? Which state? You are belong to which state, sir?
So, what would be the courses, sir, which would be offering him in first year? Because we are offering physics, chemistry, math, and workshop. So, will be
Yeah.
there some pool or different in syllabus?
Okay, but your question is if a student leave in first year. No, your question is that if a student just leave after passing out first year or maybe promoted to second year, then he leave the institute. Then what is the criteria for him? This is your question, no? Hello. Hello.
Maybe some network issue, sir. I think.
Yeah, sir. There was not. No, it's okay, sir.
Yes. Now, actually, what happened? I have to told that is as NEP we are implementing. So different states are implementing NEP. So one by one it will come. I think it will one by one come. That is multiple exit, multiple entry systems and the certification systems. That is first year it is basic certificate. Second year it is third year will be diploma certificate. Fourth year will be your degree certificate, like that. So the student is capable. If a student is have a choice or maybe problem to discontinue studies after first year, then some basic certificates will be given to you. So that is upon the government policy, because we are just implementing this policy. Just we try to implement this policy, and that policy will be depends upon the Department of Higher Education, and in states it will be vary. So I don't know which state you are belong to. So it is your policy. It is the policy of your state that you are implementing. How it is implemented time to time. This is the main issue.
So basically, I'm from Punjab. Basically, what we learned that if somebody drops in first year, we are supposed to issue certificate of ITI. So, but when I have seen this ITI certificate, they are in either fitter, plumber, or turner. But in Polytechnic first year, we are not having any subjects of those, especially in.
Yeah, that's why as per national education policy, because in ITI there is some trade, no, fitter, turner, like that. But in first year, only basic science subjects are there. Only basic science subject, mathematics, physics, chemistry, English language are there. So that's why, as per National Education Policy (NEP), only basic certificates will be given. But you state as a Punjab, I think if your state will be implemented, so the student should be get the basic certificate. It is a basic certificate. It is not engineering certificate. Or
Means
maybe
we will
diploma certificate,
issue,
only
we,
basic certificate.
we will
Because
issue a
he
certificate that
just completed all basic subjects. That's why the basic certificate is given after first year. Am I clear, sir? Hello? Hello?
Sir, you mentioned that to get a diploma, there are 120 credits the students have to earn. So, in the case of credit transfer, like the NEP 2020 talks about academic a bank of credits. So, if a students opt to go to some other institute to take a course, like in the case of course transfer, how do we justify how we justify the transfer of credits? Like, for example, there might be a 4 credit course in one institute, and that same course may be of 6 credits in another course. So how will
As
we
for a
transfer
course,
the
I'm
credit?
just hearing you not properly. Network issue. There is some network issue. I'm just not hearing you properly.
Sir,
Okay. You please give your answer to Dr. Chakraborty, and by through mail I'll answer. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
I'm
you.
not hearing
Thank you.
you.
Sir, can we have your number, please?
My number?
Yeah, sir. So there are many issues which can't.
Okay. I'm just giving my. No problem. It is my WhatsApp number.
So have you shared in chat?
Okay. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay.
So, sir, my question was, what certificate will write down that he has done a ITI?
What certificate? It is visible. My phone number is visible, na?
Yes, sir.
My phone number is visible, so 94025222920. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay. So, what is your question? I am just not hear you properly actually. What is the first year certificate you are telling? I am just not understand you properly.
Sir, basically same thing. You said a certificate will be issued after first year. So means a student leaves after first year. What would certificate say? That he has done a certificate course in fitter or turner, or it's just in a certificate course in basic science?
No, it is a basic certificate. No, it is a basic certificate. Just you complete only some basic. You have learned some basic subjects: physics, chemistry, mathematics. Not engineering subjects, no core subjects. So that's why, as per the National Education Policy, the first year, if a student completed first year, then he will be able to get only the basic certificate. It's called basic certificate because he only taught some basic subjects, no? Physics, chemistry, mathematics, and language, or maybe in some cases engineering mechanics will be there. But maximum basic subjects are there. This is the main. So he will get only basic certificate. Am I clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, thank you all for your patience and hearing at least 1.5 hour. But I think lots of issues are there in our rules and regulations, because there is another rules and regulations which are in under ITL lateral entry also, because our state implementing ITL lateral entry into diploma engineering from previous year. So there is some rules and regulation under ITL lateral entry. But today is it possible for me to describe all these things because time is very limited. Thank you all.
I think it's a very good session, sir. And hopefully, if anyone have any more further question, you can write me. I can send it directly to sir. And also, you have sir's WhatsApp number, so you can directly contact with sir also. So I
Okay,
think
no-
we
no
can
problem.
end. I think we can end this session here today and be ready for tomorrow. Thank you, sir, very much. It's a very
Whatever is
nice
possible,
session.
I'll give the answer. Whatever possible to me, for me, and my,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
my
sure, sure.
knowledge, I'll obviously I try to.
Yeah,
give the
actually,
answer.
this topic is really very burning topic. So everyone wants these topics. So there are a lot
Yes.
of queries, sir. So maybe
Sir, is sir number in chat, or where has sir shared his number?
Okay, okay. We can.
Sir, it is on the PowerPoint presentation that he has shared. You can
Yeah.
note it down from there.
you can note it from there. 94025269220. Whoever want, you can contact with sir also. Okay.
I will share. No problem. The PowerPoint presentation also shared with you because these are rules and regulations under it is known to all, na. What are the rules and regulations we have
Kindly
applied for
share
all
in
the-
chat
Can you
box,
send
sir.
to the PPT, sir?
Hello.
Can you send to the PPT?
Wait, I am writing the sir's WhatsApp number. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir, you have sent to the PPT, sir.
I will give it to the Dr. Chakraborty. You collect. No problem.
Take it. Okay. 9402526. Oh, sorry, I did some mistake. The former one is correct. 920. Okay. So I think, sir, we can conclude the session here. Thank you again, sir, very much. And thank you everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty, as you give me the opportunity to discuss among the August gathering, because lots of knowledgeable gathering. That means highly educated people are there, and they are also in different universities. So
Yes, sir.
also I'm very much grateful to all, because all of you, I know some of you also you know better than me about national education policy. So I am just excuse if I giving some wrong information, or maybe you clarify myself. Okay.
Okay. So thank you again, sir. And I hope I can end the session here. And good night, all. And we'll meet tomorrow with the same link. Tomorrow at the same time with the same link.
Excuse me,
Bye.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please share these PPTs in the group.
Yeah, sir, you kindly send me this PPT. I will send it in the group. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it by tomorrow. Definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was an insightful session.
Good night.